Hi, this is Kavita Suresh Kumar, and in this video I am going to demonstrate how to create and delete RDS MySQL databases in AWS using AWS Console. I have logged into my AWS account. Now click RDS here. So RDS is Relational Database Service. So click Create Database. Okay, so we have two options, right? One is standard create, where we need to provide the configurations, or easy create. So this is based on the AWS recommended best practices. It is going to create the database. Okay, but the configuration options can be changed after database is created. But for this demo purpose, we will go with the standard create, right? And there are multiple engine options available: Aurora MySQL compatible, Aurora PostgreSQL compatible, and other things, right? But for this demo purpose, we are going to create a RDS MySQL database. So I'm selecting MySQL, right? And the edition is MySQL community. So engine version you'll be able to select. I'm going to select the latest one, right? And then the multiple templates are available. There is a template for production, dev test, and free tier. So for this demo purpose, I'm going to select free tier. Okay, so since we have selected free tier, the availability and durability, all these options are already disabled. Then we need to give a DB instance identifier. I am going to call it as demo DB. Okay, and the master username is admin. Okay, so I am going to add a password here. Okay, so the default burstable classes is selected, right? And we have, these are the instances we will be able to select for the free tier, that is DB T3 micro and DB T4 MG micro. So I'm going to leave it as DB T3 micro. Okay, all good. Remaining all, I'm going to just leave it as default, but I need a public access because we are going to access it from the MySQL Workbench. Okay, so I'm going to use the existing VPC security groups. Okay, and the authentication, password authentication. Okay, everything else looks okay. So I'm going to click create database. The database is getting created. It is going to take few minutes. The database has been successfully created. Let's go and review that. Click demo DB. Okay, here you'll be able to find the summary, and here you can find the connectivity information like the endpoint. Let's copy that. So we will be using this to connect to the database from the MySQL Workbench. Okay, and here you can see the network information, VPC security groups, and other information. Okay, I'm going to open the security group in another tab. Let's review the security group. Select that. Okay, I'm going to edit the inbound rule, and I'm going to add another rule, right, for all traffic. And here I'm going to select my IP, so that from my IP address I will be able to access the RDS database. Click save rules. Okay, all good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to this database from MySQL Workbench. Already have installed MySQL Workbench in my system. Okay, click MySQL connections. We need to give a connection name, so I'm going to say as MySQL, right, and the host name, the one which we copied. Okay, then we need to give the username password, so it is admin. Okay, click OK. Now let's test the connection. Okay, we were able to successfully connect. Okay, then click OK. Now we are opening the SQL editor. We have successfully opened the SQL editor. Now let us perform some operations. First, I'm going to create a database demo DB. So I'm going to select this and execute. Okay, so the database has been successfully created. Then we are going to say use demo DB. Okay, so that also I'm going to execute. Okay, now I'm going to create a table. Create table student. I'm going to have a name as a varchar. I'm going to give the character as 256. Then I'm going to give age, which I'm going to say as integer. Okay. So I'm going to execute this also. So we have successfully created the table. So now I'm going to insert one row into it. Insert into student values. I'm going to give the name as Anita. Okay, age I'm going to say is 20. Okay, I'm going to execute this. So we have inserted. So now I'm going to query that. Select from student. Okay, I'm going to execute this statement as well. So now we could see we were able to query these results. So now what we will do is we will go back to the AWS console and we will see how to delete this. Right? Click actions. So these are the various other options you'll be able to perform here. You'll be able to convert to multi-AZ development. You'll be able to stop the database temporarily. We'll be able to reboot. We'll be able to delete. We'll be able to set up EC2 connection, Lambda connection. You can create read replica, create a read replica, create a blue-green deployment, right? And you'll be able to take a snapshot. Okay, migrate snapshot, restore to point in time. You'll be able to do all these things, right? But what we are going to do as part of this demo is we are going to delete. Okay, I don't want to create any snapshot. Okay, so I'm going to acknowledge this and then I'm going to say delete me. Okay, click delete. So the deletion has started. It is again going to take few minutes for the deletion to complete. The database has been successfully deleted. In this demo, we have seen how to create and delete RDS MySQL database in AWS using AWS Console. If you like this demo, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching the demo.